Hello, welcome to video 2 in how to use YouTube in your video marketing. In the first video, we covered using keywords. So we talked about them in the title, description, and in the tags. These are probably the three most important factors. However, they're not the only factors, and these other ones are still very, very important. So let's get right into them. So number 4 is incoming links, aka backlinks. And these are simply other websites that are pointing to your site, and they're basically telling Google, hey, this is a website that you should listen to and you should check out. The same thing applies with videos. So this is what causes websites to rank higher in the search engine, and it also causes videos to rank higher. So there's a ton of things, I guess, that come into play with how backlinks work, but I'm just going to cover a couple of them today. So one of the most important is the authority of the website that the link is coming from. So a website like YouTube or whitehouse.gov has huge authority and is very trustworthy in Google's eyes. However, pretty much every company out there is never going to reach that level of authority. But you can reach a pretty high level of authority by just having a good quality website. So you want to make sure that you have a link from your website to your YouTube channel, as well as the video that you want to rank. And the text that you want to have should have your keyword in it. So one little tip that I want to share with you about linking to your actual channel is that most people, when they sign up for YouTube, you can get a vanity URL. So you go to youtube.com/yourchannel. And this is what the link looks like. This is what you can share with everybody so they can easily find you. However, when you're backlinking to your YouTube channel, you actually want to link to this URL, youtube.com/user/yourchannel. And having this little user section in there just basically tells Google that this is a link to your legitimate channel. I can't tell you exactly why or how this works, but I can promise you from experience that it makes a very big difference in rankings. So make sure that your links from other websites are all pointing to this URL, and then when you tell anybody, maybe in something that's printed, or if you're telling somebody over the phone, that you tell them to go to this URL. They're both going to land on the exact same page. It's going to look exactly the same to the user, but from a backlink perspective, this is far more powerful. The other thing is you want to link to it from your Facebook page, from your Google Plus page, from anywhere else on the web that you have a profile. You want to be linking to your YouTube channel and then the video that you want to rank. Number 5 is watch time. And this is how long somebody actually watches your video. Ideally, you'd want them to watch the whole thing, but in reality, we are all very prone to getting distracted. You know, if you're watching a video on YouTube, you see something in the sidebar, and it's like, oh, I got to see this. People will just leave your video. This happens all the time. There's not necessarily anything wrong with your video, but that will happen. Other times, people may not like what you're saying, or they may just get bored or just become disengaged. So one of the ways to overcome this is, number 1, just creating very high quality content and sticking to the point. Shorter videos that only go, that don't go very deep, but just cover details. And if you have a topic that's longer, split it into multiple videos. Another thing that you can do is use annotations. Bad spelling day. So using annotations. So if there's a certain in YouTube, you can look at analytics of how long somebody watches your video and when they leave. If there's a certain spot that a lot of people are dropping, that means that something that's happening in the video at that time is causing people to leave. Maybe they're getting bored or whatever else. So what you can do is say that that's at the 40-second mark. Well, you can put an annotation at the 35-second mark, and that's just those little boxes that pop up that says something to keep people engaged. If you make a funny comment, or lighten the mood of whatever's going on, or maybe link them to another video with more information, but putting something there that's going to catch their attention and hopefully keep them on the video is going to help increase your watch time. But the longer your watch time, the better you're going to rank ultimately in the search engines. Number 6 is total video views. And this is just how many times your video has been viewed. Ideally, everybody wants to have millions and millions of views, but that's not really realistic. If we go to the home page here again, you'll see this video has 1.2 million, we've got 1 million, we've got 15 million, we've got almost 800,000. These videos, obviously YouTube is going to see as very much of an authority. These are lots of people like watching these videos, so they're going to present them over and over in search. However, as a small business owner or an affiliate or internet marketer, you're not going to get that many views. But that's the good thing too, is that YouTube understands this and doesn't expect it. If you're a musician, they want to see over 1 million views. But if you're a small business owner, if you have just a couple thousand views, they know that you're doing phenomenally well. So you don't have to worry about having millions of views, just have the best that you can. There's a few ways I can recommend to get your views up, and one is to email your subscribers. So people that are on your email list that have asked for more information, people that get your newsletter, emailing your videos out to them and telling them to, hey, go check it out. This is going to increase your views. Another way that you can do it is to share your video on Facebook, on social media, on any other website, again, that you have a profile, is to share your video. Can't type and talk apparently, but sharing it out there and putting it in front of your audience that's already expressed some level of interest in whatever you're talking about, sharing that video with them and getting them to watch it. Another way to do it is to buy PPC or PPV. So inside of YouTube, you can actually pay to have your video promoted to get more people to see it. They have a pay-per-view program, but otherwise there's other websites you can pay for advertising on to get your video views up. The cool thing is the YouTube pay-per-click is relatively low cost still. So you can spend 10 or 20 bucks and get a decent amount of views to kind of get your views a jump start and boost them up there. You don't want to spend a ton of money necessarily. You know, it's kind of up to your budget and your niche and what you're trying to promote, but this can give you kind of a quick little boost so you can get more views. I did want to share one other really quick thing, is that there's sites out there that do sell YouTube views. Each site is different, so just make sure that you know what you're getting into if you decide to buy these. Yeah, unless you're really familiar with online marketing, I wouldn't recommend doing this, just because some of these people will put it in a rotator basically, and so they'll have people that'll watch your video for 5 seconds and then they go to the next video that's being promoted. This is going to cause your watch time to go down pretty dramatically and cause YouTube to wonder why people are only watching your videos for a short time. So just keep that in mind. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but if you do decide to do it, just make sure you know what you're getting into. So that's all for part 2. Keep an eye on your email box or this channel for part 3, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click like and share. And below the video, I'm going to have a link to my website, youempowerednow.com. Go ahead and click on that and enter your email address, as I send out tips like this all the time to my subscribers. I try to keep them up to date on the latest internet marketing practices, SEO, video marketing, things like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have an awesome day. Take care.